Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rich here, and I'm back at it with another video. And in today's video, we'll be going over some things and giving my thoughts on the upcoming video game Mindseye and its possible potential, as the video states, the title of the video I should say. If you're new around here to the channel and you are interested in my current Let's Play of Mafia, the definitive edition has been a hell of a Let's Play to do. Feel free to check it out if you want. The playlist is available. And since it is the first video of the month of June, shout out to those who are celebrating Pride Month. Much respect and much love to you and all that good stuff. Keep being you and all of that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the video. In this sequence of the video, I'm going to be going over what the game is about. If you want to check out what I am reading off of, this is an article from PCGamer.com. The link will be in the comments section if you want to check that out, so be sure to pay this site a visit. Mindseye puts you in the shoes of Jacob Diaz, a former soldier voiced by Mafia 3-star Alex Hernandez. Diaz is fitted with a neural implant known as the Mindseye, which haunts him with fragmented memories of a covert mission that changed his life forever. During the campaign, Diaz will aim to discover the truth behind the implant while dealing with the classic futuristic baddies, corporations, and AI. Mindseye blends third-person shooting with GTA-esque driving and what the team describes as a fake open world akin to the likes of Mafia or LA Noire. The Mafia one is true. We have that same thing with the definitive edition in the Let's Play. We haven't actually seen too much in terms of raw gameplay, but the trailers for the game seem to also imply we will have access to some high-tech gadgets like drones. Oh, and there are a lot of explosions. Yeah, there are a lot. One of the big features of Mindseye is that it will be a part of Build a Rocket Boy's Everywhere platform down the line. What this means is that players will be able to theoretically mix parts of Mindseye to create unique experiences or pull assets out of it for their own custom game. I forgot my phone vibration was on. My bad if y'all hear that. Mindseye is built to be a cinematic story-focused game with an estimated 15-hour campaign. The game itself is single-player only, but with the integration into Everywhere down the line, there's a chance someone could adapt elements of it into a multiplayer game. That's assuming Everywhere is completed and becomes a successful community development platform. A big if. And with Everywhere, I'm gonna bring that up a little bit later. I don't have too much info on Everywhere. It would have taken a lot longer to get this video out, so I'll bring that up a little bit later on. As far as it goes for the characters of the game, we do have a screenshots which you're gonna see up on the screen, and links. There are gonna be a lot of links in the description and probably the comments section if you want to see certain things. The characters will be one. We don't know the names of all the characters, but we do know the main characters. Obviously, the main one that you really need to know about is Jacob, so we'll leave it at that. And the funniest thing is, because the Disney Channel brain never dies off, Jake Thomas is in this game, and if he looks familiar to you, he was in Lizzie McGuire. He was Lizzie's little brother, Matt. So yeah, I immediately it was so funny when I was doing research for the video. I saw his face, I was like, he looks kind of familiar. And then I was like, oh, that's who he, and then I was like, that's who he is. Shout out Hillary Duff, all that good stuff, man. Oh yeah, all that good stuff, man. And then as far as it goes for the game and where it takes place, it's gonna be taking place in Red Rock City, which is based off of Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, we'll bring that up a little bit later on as well. Obviously, we already know about the whole open world thing, so I'll mention that a little later on. And I always think of Round Rock, Texas, when I say Red Rock City. So if I end up saying Round Rock at any point, don't mind that at all. Hopefully we don't do that in the video. Getting into the next sequence of the video, we have basic information about the game. Now, obviously, we just said where the game takes place. So Red Rock City, based off of Las Vegas, Nevada. The retail price for the game will be $59.99 US, so that's basically rounded up, that's $60. Development studio will be Build a Rocket Boy. The release date is, as funnily enough, today's June 3rd. So this recording, a week from today, of this recording. So June the 10th, 2025 is when the game comes out officially, which the gigabyte size will be 70. That's what you're going to need to install the game. Platform availability for Mindseye will be PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Now, as far as it goes for PC specs, I'm going to leave that up on the screen. Obviously, I don't have a PC at the moment. I will get one before the end of the year, but there are specs for that you will need in order to play this game with graphic cards, processors, and all that stuff. That'll be on the screen. The link will also be in the description. And as far as it goes for the story link, I kept seeing all sorts of stuff when I was doing my research, but there's an article also in the comment section, or I don't know if it's going to be there. It may or may not, but there was an article from DualShockers.com, and basically Leslie Benzies, which we'll get into him a little bit. Pause. Also, it's Pride Month. We're going to chill on the pauses for a little bit, but we're going to talk about Leslie Benzies in a little bit. The story length is estimated between 15 to 20-ish hours. However, a link that I saw said 20-ish hours. So estimations about 15 to 20-ish hours for the story mode of Mindseye. Getting into the next sequence of this video with Mindseye, about Leslie Benzies and Build a Rocket Boy. Now, the game's head honcho is Leslie Benzies. If that name does sound familiar, he actually worked at Rockstar previously on things with GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas 4, 5, and a bunch of other Rockstar titles. He was there for a while, actually. He is the main guy running the development studio behind Mindseye, which is Build a Rocket Boy, a studio of about 500-ish people that started in 2016 based in Edinburgh, or I think that's how you pronounce it, Scotland. One of the things that's important to this section is the workplace cheese, and that's been going around, obviously. Some people have been talking about that, others have not. I'll bring it up here, but I'm not going to go too crazy. A link will be in the description or the comment section if you want to read more about it yourself. And basically, there are allegations that Build a Rocket Boy is hoistering, I guess, kind of, whatever word you want to think of, whatever word you want to think of, that it has a toxic work environment. The main thing mentioned was that Build a Rocket Boy fostered a culture dominated by blame, fear, and bullying, mainly to younger or less experienced staff. And again, these are allegations, so take it how you want it. That's on you. Another thing mentioned was the criticism of the upper management. Obviously, these kinds of things, they're not okay in any circumstances, if true, especially with the people that are wanting to get their feet down in gaming and gaming development. For the younger workers as well, this situation could be something that just sticks with them forever, whether it's the overworking that they have to do just to hurry up and try to put out a game that most people feel isn't ready anyways, or the long nights and long days that you're committing to this. It sticks with them, and it could draw them away from the industry of gaming and gaming development compared to somebody else who has been in it for a while and has been through just as, I wouldn't say just as worse or bad, but things kind of similar and could just move on somewhere else. Regardless, it is a must to get cleaned up. Obviously, no development studio is perfect. These kinds of allegations have been made by workers against certain studios. Ironically enough, Rockstar had this same problem within the last few years. And the reason that I bring that up is because Rockstar acknowledged their wrongdoing, and they made a choice I think that this game needs to make and that Build a Rocket Boy needs to make, which is to delay. And I say that because obviously we know Rockstar delayed GTA 6. This was one of the reasons, because we had articles and things coming out that they had not a too great environment. So they delayed the game. Obviously it's coming out in May of 2026, and I'll save a little bit more about delaying this game a little bit later on for the summary. And we do have a perfect transition to make as we get into the things people actually mentioned via demo gameplay and private showings. Not those kind of private showings, you need to grow up. Which they did, I think it was with Microsoft via kind of like a Zoom call, but they had certain people and they were shown the gameplay, which is kind of weird. It's kind of old head tendency like, but the people were shown the game and some got to play it. But this was via Reddit. Some of the problems that were noticed and made by a lot of people, and some good things as well, but that's the next sequence that we're going to get into, the good and the bad things to note that people saw after watching and or playing Mindseye. People's experience with the game during the early private access, it was filled with some things, which is that it was filled with bugs, and I ain't talking about flies. That the driving felt stiff. The cutscenes looked great and well animated. Enemy encounters lacked depth and sometimes ran at the player. Combat generally feels fine, GTA-like, and we'll bring up GTA a little later on in the video. Arcadia mode, which is a mode for PC only, that lets PC users build encounters around the map. Developers seem to hint that the game Red Rock City, won't have much for you to do and will be a focus post-launch, which is certainly something, and people seem to think that the game should be delayed. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to revisit some of these points that I made some summaries of, and then we'll get into the next sequence of the video. Now, I will say one thing: if the game is already filled with bugs, which that's my script paper, if y'all hear any sort of like that's my paper, so don't mind that. If the game is already filled with bugs, then we're already off to a bad start. This is like cooking breakfast and you've already ruined the bacon somehow, which we're not talking about just like burning bacon, like charring it, like black, black bacon, blacker than the HBCU. Like that's what we're talking here. And we haven't even gotten to the eggs of the game, which is just, it's absurd. When you're encountering things like that, that's not good. And you do have to keep in mind, they were shown some footage of the gameplay, so that could also be a kind of a reason why it may have had a lot of bugs in it, but people were able to play it at a certain point, so people are knowing what they're talking about. They know what they're talking about. And it also should be mentioned that the footage was, or the game was so laggy for some during the little showing that they had in a little meeting or whatever, on the Microsoft meetup or whatever. They had to turn on infinite mode, which is basically, or invincibility mode, which basically God mode means you can't be killed. That's how bad some of the bugs were in this game. And that is not good. That's already a bad sign. What are we doing, man? That's absolutely insane. Now, for the cutscenes looking great and well animated, this was a common thing after I had to do research, I had to watch a lot of videos. This was a common thing a lot of people mentioned as one of the key things for Mindseye that was very good about it. The graphics and cutscenes, based off of what we've gotten to see, they seem pretty nice and pretty clean. Now, obviously, if you get the PC version, you'll have a hell of a time with the graphics, as you can obviously change certain parts like the graphics card and all sorts of other things in your PC compared to console. Obviously, console, you get what you get. Don't throw a fit, that kindergarten cheese. But you gotta keep in mind for gaming, again, PCs are way more powerful compared to consoles, which that's also likely why Arcadia mode is not going to be available on console at launch, or probably just ever. You gotta buy a PC, to get that feature. It's late, so I'm stuttering with my words. I'm slipping. Enemies lacking depth also in this little column doesn't seem very convenient. This likely means that enemies cannot really read you beyond a certain point of view. It probably makes playing stealthy a little bit too easy at times. You should always want a little bit of a challenge when playing video games, unless otherwise. It adds more fun to the experience, it really does. Also, enemies running at the player adds more chaos to the game, which is something that was also a problem, so that also needs to get fixed. You might find that one spot away from an enemy, and then boom, an enemy starts pacing at you, and then you get hit, and you lose health, and you die, and you have to restart from a certain checkpoint. That would seem very aggravating to deal with, so that has to get cleaned up. You can't really have enemies just doing that. Like, it's just that whatever cheese, just letting it fly. You're chilling. Hey, what the hell? Why is that person running towards me? And then, boom, yeah, you're dead. Yeah, it's not something that seems very cool to deal with. So they definitely got to fix that cheese up. And the last thing we're revisiting in this little segment of the video, or this little sequence of the video, is Arcadia mode. Now, with Arcadia mode, its potential seems very dope, as it will allow PC users to take elements and create something of their own for others to experience. I think the potential for Arcadia mode could be substantially elevated if and when Red Rock City is more explorable. We'll get into that in a little bit. Although it is likely that things for Arcadia mode will be set up in desert areas. It still could be fun. Basically creating your own little games for people to play. I think that's something that's very cool. Uh, it seems cool. I don't really know what to say about it. It's one of those things I don't know really what to say about it. Especially with the Red Rock City is just not really gonna be highly accessible for you to just go into maybe businesses or whatever, or maybe little fake stores that are within Red Rock City or restaurants. Uh, I don't know what to say about it. It's just cool. I think it's cool. But there is a cool thing about it is that it could expose people to game creation in a way, and which you never know. It could get them into gaming development. It's creativity. It can take your mind to a lot of places. Now, as far as it goes for points 5, it's point 7 and point 8 that I made in the Reddit, what you call them. We'll revisit those, and those are combat feeling like GTA or combat feeling GTA like. Devs seeming to think that Red Rock City, or hinting that Red Rock City won't have much for you to do, and people seeming to think the game should be delayed. We'll talk about that in the summary that I'm going to be doing in a little bit on Mindseye and just this entire video. As we get into this next sequence of the video, we're going to be talking about the content roadmap for Mindseye for 2025, and we're going to kind of mention everywhere mode. Now, as far as it goes with everywhere, it would have taken this video a lot longer, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, to get this out. And I didn't want to rush it completely because I actually started scripting on Saturday. And I still got Mafia that I have to do. So as far as it goes with everywhere, if you want to hear more about that, I'm going to leave a link in the comment section via Luke Stevens Live, which that channel is there. Go sub up to him. He looks like Ethan Page a little bit from WWE, all ego. But go check that video out if you want to hear more about everywhere, what it is, and what it is a lot about it. That's all I'll say, because it's not really a thing that Build a Rocket Boy is still focused on. They kind of are, kind of aren't. It's a lot to go into. I don't have time to talk about it, but I'll leave the video in the description and in the comment section from Luke Stevens Live, and you can go check that out. He'll bring it up during his video. Okay, as we get God damn it, why is there a dog barking at like 3:08 a.m., bro? That might not be a dog. That might be like a hound dog or something. I don't know what that is. Chupacabra. Anyway, we have the content roadmap for 2025 that you're seeing on your screen right now, with all these blue colors and orange colors and all this other stuff. And we're going to read it, and then I'm going to talk about it. So you can see we're starting at the top with launch. You have free pass, and then you have the premium pass. I'm not sure. Premium pass might be deluxe edition, or maybe if you pre-order. I'm not too sure. Sorry about that. But we do have launch. We're going to have single player free roaming, which I'm going to revisit some of these points. And then you have some play.mindseye missions, which you're going to have horde mode, combat mission, and you're going to have another combat mission along with some races. Checkpoint races along with drone races. Now, as far as it goes with the premium pass, you'll have, again, the horde mode mission, which is attack the block, and exotic pack, which is the stuff you're seeing on the screen. And then as far as it goes for the actual roadmap for the summer, fall, and then the winter, whoever made these columns, bro, make the column lines larger than this. I can't tell if they go with the premium pass or if they go with the summer, and each they're probably north to south connected, so we'll just read them one at a time. With the future roadmap for the summer, we have special collaborations, community updates, and new missions, with extra missions and a new pack. For the fall, we have new single player modes, multiplayer with new missions, extra missions, new pack. And then the winter, the special collaboration free roam updates and new missions, major adventure, Starstream universe, and extra missions and new pack. That summer column's pissing me off. I'm so sorry. It's just because of them not delaying the game. Like, this is the one game I really was interested in when the year started. It was one of the games that caught my eyes when State of Play happened, because that's when this game got revealed, I believe, when the year pretty much was starting. It's just, why not delay the game, man? Oh my gosh. This summer column doesn't need to be here, and I guess maybe it's more so for July and August, but we're already in summer as is pretty much. Why? And it says special collabs, community updates, and new missions. That all could have been there at launch. And then there's a whole column there, ain't done. Now you only got the fall and the winter. This game would have been just fine, even being delayed to just August. Like, I know Mafia is supposed to be coming out, I think, August 8th, somewhere in August. This game, Mindseye could have got delayed to freaking September. Like, that summer column just does not need to be here. I will say I am interested if they do keep their word on the free roaming updates to Red Rock City. We'll have to see if they truly do that. Now, some of these missions do seem kind of fun, the drone races and stuff, so I think the potential is there, which is why I titled the video the possible potential. It's there, but they have to keep their word on some of these things, because some of these things seem pretty cool. But again, the summer column, it could have been there at launch. And then the side missions seem like something that could be really fun to play. If you're bored with the storyline, maybe you can have a point where you save your checkpoint and then you go into the map and then, hey, let's go do side mission blank blank blank. That seems kind of fun. So we'll have to see if the word of mouth is kept by Build a Rocket Boy, man. That's the roadmap for 2025 for Mindseye. After all that we've talked about, that was loud as shit, my bad. After all that we've talked about, it's now time for the thing you have been waiting for, which is a summary and my summary on Mindseye. I must say that the potential for this game to be something special is there. The cinematics so far with the footage we've gotten and the words that we've heard from people, it looks really impressive. The storyline is something that's really intriguing and I think is going to carry this game heavily. Yeah, I think of it kind of like Mafia or LA Noire. I'm going to shamelessly plug my Let's Play for like the umpteenth time of Mafia's Definitive Edition if you want to check that out. The story is also kind of relatable and relevant to the time we're in, since a lot of companies are starting to try to rely on AI usage a little bit more. Whether it be in a fast food drive-thru or certain social media websites, AI is starting to pop up everywhere you look. Hopefully, we don't end up like Society and iRobot, going to war with these bots and they can't be trusted, and then there's only one robot that you can trust. With the fast food drive-thru thing, that's the first time that ever happened to me. Taco Bell was a thing that happened a few weeks ago. I went with my mom to Taco Bell and we pulled up to this drive-thru. We pulled up to the drive-thru and it's just a bot talking to us. It felt so weird. I'm not ready for society to have AI drive-thrus. You're so used to that human connection of, hi, welcome to such and such, please, tell me what you want or whatever, or what do you want to order. It felt weird. I just want to point that out and just mention that. The main thing I'm also interested in is Red Rock City and its development post-launch, and I think, again, word of mouth and honor to their word is going to be very important. As Red Rock City will be there, you won't really be able to do much in it at launch, which I think is a big turnoff. If the city stands out the way it does with all the lights and colors and buildings and there isn't much for you to do, it could draw away potential players. All those bright lights and probable stores and maybe some businesses that might pop up in the game would mean pretty much nothing, and it's just kind of mid to just have the game like that at launch. Although Leslie Benzies has said that they want to primarily focus on the storyline for the launch, I feel like Red Rock City could elevate the aura of the game with more involvement. Hopefully the word is kept on Red Rock City post-launch. Due to this, I also feel like the retail price could have been a little different for each platform, as PC has Arcadia mode and console does not have Arcadia mode. That's the builder mode that we talked about earlier. $59.99 for PC and $49.99 for console. It would have seemed better in my opinion to do, but I guess they want to just stick with a common price point, and the graphics do look nice. Obviously, there are a lot of explosions in the game. We saw them in some of the trailers. You're probably going to see that footage in this video, but there are a lot of explosions, a lot. And the game's potential is there, but again, it's about the effort from Leslie and from Build a Rocket Boy. If they do care truly care and take feedback and clean up the game from its bugs and lagging problems and all sorts of other issues, it could be a very special game with a dope original story, which I said is the main thing that you're going to be playing this for. Is Mafia-esque when it comes to focusing on the story. It's about the story. It's going to carry it. It could be a very special game. Also, I wanted to mention, with the price point thing, Mafia, it's a good example. Mafia, whenever it comes out, is going to be retail at $49.99. There is no reason this game shouldn't have been $49.99 on console. I just talked about it and just mentioned it. There's nothing special. Arcadia mode's not in console. If it's not there, what are you paying $59.99 for? And you're buying the game, say, maybe next week. Like, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. $59, I understand for PC, but for console, it should have been no more than $49 at retail. Take notes from Mafia. Mafia is going to basically be the same as it always is. You have your linear story. You'll have the environment that you can go around in, kind of walk around and see, get some screenshots, but that's really it. Take notes from Mafia. It's weird. I don't know why they're charging $59 for this now. A lot of people are probably going to wait till the end of the year to buy the game. I will say that as well. This is also where I bring up the point of delaying the game. Although, as of this recording, there isn't even a full week left until launch, or this upload at least. It probably will be less than a week at that point. There's been too many signs that a delay would have been the best thing. Whether it be the points that I made during the Reddit post sequence about the problems that people noticed about the game, or the 2025 content roadmap, the summer section, balls up fist angrily, or even the revealing process for the game being so close to the release, which is also a little weird to me. It would have served better for maybe a Q4 release, which is basically the end of the year. Since also GTA 6 is not coming out until May. That would have been a great time point for this game to come out, especially with the big studio. Although Build a Rocket Boy is not large, it's only, again, like 500-ish people. If you see the vision for a game to be standoutish, then you got to aim for a time point that people will focus on you. And I felt like that would have been the end of the year, because I know Madden is a thing and NBA 2K. Most people are not going to be talking about most of those games when the new year starts. Like, you'll have COD and 2K and Madden. They'll play them, blah, 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 blah. And then new year kicks off. Oh, this game sucks and it needs a year off and all this other stuff. Mindseye would have been really good for Q4. And it just feels... It sucks that they're not going to do that, man. The one thing to also keep in mind is that the GTA 6 comparison, some of them will sadly be there for this game. This is due to the connection with Rockstar via Leslie Benzies, obviously being a former worker at Rockstar. It gives people the idea that it's going to be GTA-like. I don't like when people compare games, at least like majorly speaking. Like, we mentioned Mafia and LA Noire just a little while ago. That's fine as a miniature comparison, because that is pretty accurate from what we're hearing, but when it's a major thing like X-Defiant, because X-Defiant actually shut down recently, X-Defiant immediately tried to go for the COD killer thing. We know how that ended. If you're going to play Mindseye, play it for Mindseye. Play it for the story. Play it for its originality. Play it for Mindseye. Don't play this game to try to feel like GTA. You can feel it if you want, but you don't do the GTA comparison thing, man. It's not worth it. Just let Mindseye be Mindseye. We've learned this already with a lot of other games. We learned this with a lot of other games in time. We don't need to do it again. As far as it goes for just this entire sequence, in a way, I would say with Mindseye, the potential is there for something great. It's there, and I think it could be something special. I actually have the money to buy it, but I'm not going to do it. I don't recommend pre-ordering games unless it's something you really know you want to play. Which is funny, I could have did that. I don't feel like it though. I just don't trust what I see at the moment with Mindseye. It's something I'll definitely try to play later in the year, since GTA won't be out for a little while. But overall, the summary, I think it has potential. That's the reason why this video is titled what it is, the possible potential of Mindseye. And then one of the funniest things I want to bring up before we get out of here and do the outro, it's just so freaking silly, dude. So one of the things that happened as of recent is that Leslie Benzies has a crazy theory that Rockstar is basically paying content creators to badmouth Mindseye, and it's giving Delulu. Like, if you've reached the point, let me pick up my script here too. If you've reached the point where you're talking about theories with Rockstar paying people to badmouth your game instead of actually focusing on your game and all this other stuff, that's a problem itself. A big problem, actually, especially with the allegations we've actually brought up a little bit earlier about the toxic work environment, especially with the head honchos that are running things, the big time bosses at Build a Rocket Boy. That's not good. These theories, it's silly. It seems silly. Like, why would Rockstar care about something like that? I don't think they would really care. Hey, I'm gonna pay you this. Go ahead and badmouth Mindseye. Rockstar doesn't care, dude. Just delay the game, dude. Work on the game, focus on what you need to focus on, and put a good product out and stay true to your word. Do what you gotta do. Don't worry about Rockstar. Like, worry about Mindseye, gosh darn it. Please. But anyway, nonetheless, guys, we've reached the end of the video. Mindseye, the possible potential. This was a very fun video to do, from researching to scripting and then going into Audacity and doing the audio. It was very fun. It's 3:25 a.m. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be like 30 minutes. I'm not sure, but hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me put my paper down. And if you enjoyed today's video, you already know what to do. Be sure to make it rain on the like button and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, hit the little bell that's next to my name so you get all notifications when I upload on the channel. Follow me on my social media pages. Twitter/X, Blue Sky, and Instagram are the main three that I recommend following if you want to do so. And stay tuned to the community tab, obviously, for all updates. And if you're interested in the Let's Play of Mafia's Definitive Edition, you want to check that out, be sure to do so. Stay tuned. We'll have a video dropping later this week for that, hopefully. And again, once again, shout out to all those who are celebrating Pride Month. Be easy. See y'all in the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, no, you got him. Ooh! Yeah, Tommy. Oh.